Hi, I'm Jack Gibson. We're here at AZPM's radio studios, home of NPR 89.1, Jazz 89.1 HD2, and Classical 90.5, who I'm delighted to wish a very happy 50th anniversary. It's hard to believe that Classical 90.5 FM has been on the air since 1975, and a lot has changed since then. To tell us more, I'm pleased to introduce a very special guest, James Reel, music director and weekday morning announcer for Classical 90.5.
My background in classical music was primarily listening to KUAT-FM when I was in my last years of high school. And I would check out records from the library, and I would read up. Over the years, I've had cello lessons, piano lessons. In junior high, I sang in the junior high school men's chorus, they called it, which was a way to get out of PE. But really, I have very little practical experience in music. I don't play instruments, I play recordings. And so when I was a freshman in college here in the fall of 1976, I just showed up and asked to audition for the classical station. So they put me through my paces, made sure that I could pronounce the various foreign languages, and I had my first shift on Christmas Eve, 1976. And before long, I had a regular weekend slot. When I graduated from college and then got my master's degree, I stayed here, became the weekday morning announcer, and eventually the music director in the 80s before I went into print journalism for a while and then came back. One answer regarding the importance of local radio in general is that it's local. If there's a flash flood warning, you're not going to get that from a satellite station. If the local audience likes a certain kind of music more than an audience in Minnesota does, we can tailor that programming to our audience. If we find out that we get a huge response every time we play something like the ballet Spartacus by Khachaturian, we know that we can probably play that a little more often than other stations might. So we can tailor it to local tastes. We aren't beholden to interests from out of town. And when something newsworthy comes up with local connections, we can respond to that too.
We are so fortunate here at AZPM to have both full-time classical and NPR stations. And for listeners with HD radios at home or in their cars, full-time jazz and the BBC's World Service. We'll be celebrating Classical 90.5's 50th anniversary all year long, so keep listening either on the radio or online at azpm.org/classical to learn about all the special events, programs, and 50th anniversary activities in store. Now, here are some upcoming programming highlights. Academy Award winner Bradley Cooper is behind a new documentary that shows the struggles of those who are caregiving, inspired by his own personal experience caring for his father.
Compassionate, selfless, and starved for support.
Everybody needs care at some point.
These hidden heroes struggle to serve the needs of friends and loved ones.
These are heroic people that are caregivers, period.
The fight to create a new culture of care.
Caregiving is a source of pride, a source of sadness, and oftentimes joy.
Join AZPM radio program director Nicole Cox and former Nightly Business Report anchor Linda O'Brien for a special podcast series, Navigating Our Financial Times.
In addition to that, how would someone go about taking an audit of their personal financial plan?
Good question. And I guess the good news for someone who's 68 years old, you have a bit of time. The age now is 73 for required minimum distributions. And at that point, traditional IRAs are subject to RMDs, but not Roth IRAs. So that money can continue to grow tax-free in the Roth IRA.
Biologist Shane Campbell-Staton returns for a new season of Human Footprint, exploring the impact of humanity on our world.
Welcome to the age of humans.
Supermarkets act as gatekeepers.
Everybody goes to the market. Everybody has their ideas about what they want.
Convenience and low price. We care about that more than just about everything.
Before refrigeration, you don't get supermarkets. It's that simple.
They're unlike anything in our species' history. This is the human footprint of the grocery store.
And the documentary series POV takes a close look at video game culture and the mental health implications of living a digital life.
Narcissa Wright is a legend in the gaming world. When her true identity is revealed as transgender, she struggles to survive the toxicity of her once beloved fan base.
I want to feel like I'm on top of the world. I feel like I'm being swallowed by it.
Break the game on POV.
AZPM is committed to keeping you, our viewers and listeners, informed about the issues impacting our community and our world. Sign up for weekly email updates to keep on top of AZPM happenings at azpm.org/newsletter. AZPM operates on a true public-private funding model, with a federal grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting that supports the production and delivery of AZPM's original local content, including Arizona Illustrated, Arizona Spotlight, The Press Room, a growing slate of podcasts and daily radio newscasts. Private contributions, such as those from contributors like you and me, enable AZPM to acquire trusted national programming our audiences value from PBS, NPR, and other sources. To learn more, visit protectmypublicmedia.org. Now more than ever, AZPM is counting on you. This will be one of our last visits together from our longtime home here in the basement and sub-basement of the Modern Languages building on the UA's main campus in Tucson. Very soon, we'll be coming to you from the construction site of our new home, the Paul and Alice Baker Center for Public Media, so you'll get a sneak peek at the building for yourself as it continues to take shape. The construction project is progressing nicely, and we're getting closer and closer to meeting our funding goal for the Baker Center, but we're not there yet. So if you haven't made a contribution towards Southern Arizona's new home for public media, please visit support.azpm.org today. And as always, thank you for your continued support. See you next month.